Yeah, hi everyone. Good morning.
So, how was your day? Okay, nice. Okay, guys. So, previously we have learned some introduction about our animation industry, how the industry works, what are the different job roles you will be having in this industry and all. Right. So today we are going to learn some basics of this. So understanding animation requirements. So this is what we are going to learn today. Okay. So in this understanding animation requirements, there are many points. Actually, this is our industry has been divided into three pop departments. Okay, you can call them as departments. uh, so if you take for a movie, so okay, if you are going to make a 3D animated movie, so it's been divided into three groups. One is pre-production, the other one is production, and next one is post-production. So this understanding animation requirements, in this we are going to learn few points regarding this pre-production. Okay, so in that the main one is called as sketching. So without sketching, an animator cannot survive. Okay, so sketching is very, very mandatory for an animator. At least a moderate level of sketching is required. Okay, so now if you see, just a moment. Here one character, you can see this character, it is animated, right? So if I don't know this basic sketching also, I cannot animate this character. Okay, so this is very important point. So that's what we are going to learn. So I'm using the software Photoshop. You can use any software because this is a very digital platform. So I cannot use a pencil and paper here, right? So that's the reason I'm using a Photoshop. Okay. Yeah. Hi, Bharat. How are you? So uh, now understanding animation requirements. So the software what I'm using is Photoshop. I'll be just teaching you how to draw from basic figures and all. Okay, so you'll be seeing in that and Photoshop. It's very mandatory for an animator, to survive because this sketching is very, very much important. With sketching itself, we can do a lot of work. Okay, so right now I'm using pen tablet. You can call it as a pen tablet, which is very easy. Just I'm opening a new file. I'll be teaching you Photoshop later. Okay, so now, right. So basic shapes. Okay, so basic shapes are very mandatory, to construct. See, like now if you see, you want to construct a building, you need what are the raw materials you need? That is cement, okay, bricks, sand. You need some labor to work, so there are a lot of raw materials required, okay, like iron, fine, so water. So in the same ways, if you want to do some some drawing or anything, so you need some basic constructions. Okay, so likewise, now for example, if you see a human character, okay, the head is of round shape, okay, and if you see the body, it is of box, yeah, it's like a rectangle shape. Next, your legs, those are also rectangle, yeah, and your hands, they are also some cylinders. Okay, so this is very basic. So what are the shapes we have used here? One is your circle, CIRCLE. Okay, the second one, what it is? Your rectangle. Okay, third one is cylinder, right? Okay, so these, with these three only, I have made a human basic form. Yeah, so just a minute.
Abbo.
Yeah, so this is what, the basic construction only. I created a human character which is in basic form. So now if you see why I'm saying very basic, see, our sketching is divided into two parts. One is rough, the other one is refine. Okay, so rough and refine. So for example, just a moment. Yeah, Bharat, you can turn off your video. Yeah, thank you. So here, if you see, just yeah. So if you see here in the corner of the page, you can see a lion walking, right? So this is refined point. Basic anante, it's very simple, just like this one, the sketches. Okay, so like this, you can say these are basics. Okay, so with the basic construction itself, we will be able to make these refined constructions. So now let's go with that. So what are the points will be covered in rough and refined? Okay, so now in rough, we can first point is that 70% of final image. Okay, 70% of final image, the contribution of rough is 70% of the final image, and refine is just 30%. ఓకే, అంటే 70% మనం రఫ్ లోనే చేయాలి, 30% అనేది జస్ట్ రిఫైనింగ్. ఇవి రెండు కలిపితే మనకి ఫైనల్ ఇమేజ్ 100% అనేది వస్తుంది. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ సెకండ్ థింగ్, సో బేసిక్ షేప్స్, వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. థర్డ్, very ugly. Okay, fourth, creativity. So etc. Likewise, there are many other things to be covered in rough. So refine, what you will be having in refine? Perfect lines and gestures, final cleaning, and final refined lines. Okay, so rough sketching lo nemo, you will be covering this all points. There are many other points, and in refining you will be covering these all. So majorly you have to understand that rough work is completely 70% and refined work is only 30%. So most of the people ఏంటంటే final output చూసి అబ్బా అలా చేస్తే బాగుంటుందని ఫైనలే స్టార్ట్ చేస్తారు. That's not the right one. Okay, so we have to start from scratch. Okay, so now, for example, uh, you want to do some construction like you know some face. Okay, so I'm doing some face. So here I'm just doing some very rough things. Okay, it's completely rough. If you see, this is my hairline. I'm just putting some cap over here. Okay, so and this will be my ear line, chin, and the chin is okay. So this looks very rough. Fine, this is very rough. Now, for example, you want to make little much better in this. Yeah, Balram, can you please mute yourself? So you want to do something refining. So I'll be saying you how to do the refining. Okay. So let's go here. Some opacity less. Now let's start refining with some black color. Yeah. So this is what I'm doing, some refining. Okay. Now if you see, this is our eye line. Okay. So I'm drawing eye. Fine. This is here. Eyebrow. Okay. Now eyeball. Okay. here I'm just giving some refined lines again. Okay. Some more detailing. Now again, I'm coming back to your eyebrows. I'm giving a little more darkness and creating some detailing in eyebrows. So one by one, if you see, slowly your image is getting some realistic features. Yeah. So because the reason is that I'm using all the basic techniques only. Okay. Whatever you learn in basics, which are very much important. Fine. Now I'll be drawing some eyebrows. Yeah, eyelashes. Yeah. So now, if you see here, okay, okay. If you see, this is some 80% refined. This was basic. మీరు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తుంటే దిస్ వాజ్ ద బేసిక్ యా సో ఈ బేసిక్ తీసుకొని ఐ మేడ్ సమ్ రిఫైన్ ఇది బేసిక్ మీకు అండ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ యాడ్ దట్ రిఫైన్డ్ ఐస్ దీస్ ఆర్ ద రిఫైన్డ్ ఐస్ సో దిస్ ఈస్ హౌ యూ విల్ బి మేకింగ్ అంటే బేసిక్స్ ఆర్ వెరీ మచ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ ఓకే ఇన్ స్కెచింగ్ సో మీరు ఇప్పుడు ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇది చూసుంటే యూ మైట్ హావ్ థాట్ దీంతో వాట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ సార్ యా సో దిస్ ఈస్ వాట్ ఇట్ ఈస్ పాసిబుల్ okay so there are many other things fine so likewise these rough basic shapes are very much important for us so you have to please keep that in mind okay so now let's get back to basic shapes so what are the basic shapes regularly used so regularly in every object there are some basic shapes okay oh sorry okay so regularly we got some basic shapes so first one is your circle ante just ఇలా ఒకసారి డ్రా చేయకూడదు you have to try to get the circle as round as possible మీ పెన్సిల్ పేపర్ లో okay next square or rectangle okay box అన్నమాట this one also you have to try next triangle or cone okay this one also you have to try next you have to draw straight lines like this. Okay, so draw straight lines. తర్వాత ఇలాగ మళ్ళీ అడ్డంగా పేపర్లో. ఓకే, సో మేక్ సమ్ బాక్సెస్, ఈక్వల్ బాక్సెస్. గ్రాఫ్ పేపర్ చూసారా, అలాగా నాకు ఈ బాక్సెస్ ఉండాలన్నమాట. యువర్ బాక్స్, ఈ బాక్స్ సైజ్, ఈ బాక్స్ సైజ్, ఈ బాక్స్ సైజ్, ఈ బాక్స్ సైజ్ ఈక్వల్ గా ఉండాలి అన్ని సైజెస్. సో అంత క్లీన్ గా గ్రాఫ్ తయారు చేసేలా చూడాలి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ హియర్ cubes. Okay, so it looks very simple, కాకపోతే ఏంటి అని అంటే ఇట్స్ వెరీ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఈ బేసిక్ షేప్స్ తోనే వీ కెన్ బి ఏబుల్ టు డ్రా ఈచ్ అండ్ ఎవ్రీ ఆబ్జెక్ట్. ఓకే, క్యూబ్, కోన్, square or rectangle, circle. Okay, so these are very basic shapes, so try to draw and do some practice. Okay, hopefully this lesson was good for you, and you have any doubts you can ask me now.